Oh,
Is Crazy Bee trying to imply I had something
Swifty
car vandalism?
still bitching over there about her getting her teeth and bitching about people that donated and shit.
Were there any receipts?
It's like you got what you wanted. Now stop. God, just stop.
That's right, Possum.
I don't know. I don't get it.
That's right.
I don't get it.
No, ain't nobody trying to catch a charge over these people.
Oh, yeah. It hasn't stopped, I guess, from what I understand.
You calling me sacrilegious? Then I would love your opinion on this.
And then, you know, our lovely Miss G today. Oh, let me see if that video was... I'm uploading a couple... Ah, damn it. Hang on a second. Hang on 1 second, please. Let's see if I can... Miss G, Miss Trouble over there, jumped in Blue Eyes box today. What a fucking dork. But, just FYI, Miss G, you can't go around and threatening people's jobs. There's a specific word. Oh, that little Miss G today got in Blue Eyes box today and decided she was going to threaten Blue Eyes job. And you can't do that. You can't do that. That's against rules. And that's a big no-no. And there's a specific word that attorneys use that you can actually be sued, G. Even if you implied it. Even if you implied it. There's a big word. And there's been many people that have been sued over this. And I am going to get that particular word from a video that I seen today. And I am going to make sure that everyone is aware of those in particular words and a couple others. So you can think you can go sit over there on YouTube and you're safe over there. But YouTube really frowns upon that. Really frowns upon that. And I think maybe, YouTube might like a few of these videos also. And, your page can go bye-byes. So, oh yeah, right, Mikey? I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that. Yeah. I mean, word could spread like wildfire in that community. Woo! That would not. Yeah. Point them to my YouTube, Mikey, because I have a couple of her videos uploaded that, especially the Blue Eye one today. Yep. You're right, Amy. Oh, I don't know. What do you mean by attacking others? I mean, verbally. That what I know of right now. But we'll listen to Miss G jumping in Blue Eyes. I'll play it so you guys can hear it. But really, you don't. There's nothing to see. So, but it's mainly what G says.
They make money off of me and my family, blue-eyed girl. You know, you're a social worker, right? Here's my take on that. If you were a really good social worker, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing on the internet, especially with talking about a freaking boy that's not even your child. You would protect that little boy, and you wouldn't speak on him, would you?
I think everyone.
No. So tell me this. Tell me this. You should not have a fucking job. You should actually get fired. You don't protect children, because if you did, you wouldn't speak about a child.
So I think she dropped.
That right there, Gabby. The word starts with a T. I will get that video and screen record part of that video of what you can't imply to anybody. And that, you guys everyone needs to think about this. You can't imply to anyone that you will call their job. And that even goes for Miss K over there. And that because it's actually very, very against the law. And you can be sued for thousands of dollars, like major money. Because it's like a big no-no. Even if you imply it and don't do it, but the implication coming out of your mouth is just enough. That's it. So, you might want to think about that, little Miss G. And her minions over there. You really gave a rat's ass about her over there. You would stop this fucking crash out she's on this week.
Well, to me, it was kind of proven last night that she obviously can't think for herself, and her genius ideas come from other people. Legitimately. Because last night was the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen in my entire life. And after listening, and we were all right, she went right back to TikTok this morning. I happened to catch it for 5 seconds.
Well, she was on YouTube and she got discontinued or something over there.
Well, hey, that's what happens when you promote nothing but the nastiest side of what you can offer. Who wants to watch that? What she did last night.
Right, Sam?
Who wants to watch that?
Yep. Oh, and YouTube is very serious over there because the video that I'm going to post was all about YouTube and Patreon and the whole 9 yards. And about getting, even though you're not verified over there or monetized over there, they're still extremely strict over there on, you can say all the no words you want over there, but
you cannot.
The implications that you were saying is not good.
She was legitimately telling her people that because
that right there, that first part right there about reporting is hugely against YouTube rules.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe the stuff that she was saying. Like, I'm still baffled by it.
Yep.
I was replaying it in my head because I paid that much attention to it because I was reading her lips and the words she was saying.
Right, Amy?
I'm like, girl, why do you think that this is a good look?
I don't know. You're right, Mikey. But also, people need to remember Villain put out a video today about the YouTube stuff, and Villain is exactly correct, like what I was saying that night she was on YouTube. Having, you guys, everyone going over there and just listening to her and putting 500 people in her room, even if they sat there for a half an hour to an hour, that gives her watch hours that much quicker. And like I said, can you imagine having 500 people every live she's in, and they're sitting there for an hour, 2 hours? You know how fast her watch hours are going to be blown through?
She was on
It's
for
a
13 hours
ridiculous
yesterday.
amount. Well, I'm talking about on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And if she has 500 people in her YouTube watching, that's 500 watch hours right there. Love ya, Taco. So right there, that is quick watch hours. Like quick watch hours. So good night.
Amy, absolutely. Same thing. I cannot watch her I don't want to even really watch her. I accidentally scrolled into her live. I couldn't get out of there fast enough. I can't.
So if you notice she's on YouTube, do not watch her. If you're going to go over there and report, get in there, do whatever you're going to fucking do, and get the F back out, and because you're just giving her those watch hours, or find somebody that is streaming her, or just wait a couple hours and she'll be on a channel that somebody will have the replay and go watch the replay. But it's way different over there with YT, and then on TikTok sitting in the window and watching here, then watching. You can't watch from the window over there. I don't know, Tracy. I think it's the same thing. They don't really have an outside, so even if you think about it, 300 to 500 people, you're still watching her page, Tracy. You're still watching her page. So that's still giving her watch hours. Yep.
Amy, I am so
Her
glad
YT
to be of
is
service.
up to 9.4 thousand views, you guys. 9.4 thousand views already. That is crazy. And I think each person has to watch for like an hour on the page, but it's real easy to get stuck over there and just listening, and especially when she's having a crash out one night or being disgusting or whatever you want to call it. It's real easy to watch for an hour. And now you just gave her that watch hour. Yeah, well, she's not liking the YT because she can't figure out how to block and the whole 9 yards over there yet. So she can't control her chat like she can over on YT. Sam, did you want a box, sweetheart? I didn't want to just throw you up there just in case. Oh, I don't have my camera off. It's just that my gingerbread is not vibing.
Amy, she really can't deal with a job because of her PTSD and all this other stuff. But she can walk around the block and, You know what I mean?
And stop in front of one of her
Stalker's house.
stalker's house and stand there for 4
Right.
fucking minutes. But
Right.
she knew where she was standing.
Oh yeah,
she knew exactly.
And then got into a pissy ass mood because somebody in her chat told her that it got posted. Oh, how dare she? Bitch, you're the one who fucking walked in front of her house. Get real.
And stood there and looked around. Oh yeah. The closer to Christmas and the closer to the first of the month, she's gonna rage. She's gonna do this. She's gonna do crash outs for the views and money, you guys. It's
Yep.
clock is ticking closer to
Well,
Christmas. She's
yeah.
greedy. She's very, very greedy.
Well, they're
I'm just
hurting
gonna
big time.
say, like, the 29 gifts. I'm sorry, there's people that are struggling, and she rewrapped things like it's unimaginable. It is insane to me. Like,
Yep.
kids aren't even getting gifts this year. Some of them, you know, a lot of kids, and she's complaining about it, and she doesn't even acknowledge people that have done this for her because she won't get off her ass and get a job. Sorry, Sassy.
No,
She
you're
won't get
good,
off her
sweetheart.
ass and get a job. Like, support your child. You have one child.
I live off of less than $1,500 a month, and I'm raising 2 grandchildren.
Wow.
2.
Right?
Exactly.
But I still
And you budget.
do
You
that
budget
kind
for
of
that.
stuff. Yep.
You budget.
Yep. Plus, Christmas is the same time every year, people, just like birthdays. You
Right.
start buying in September if you have to. You browse Walmart's clearance. A lot of times, even a few months before Christmas, they have a good amount of toys in their little clearance aisles. And I live
Yeah.
70 miles from a Walmart.
He's 5. He only needs like 6 or 7, and then one. I always did 6 or 7 gifts, and then one main gift. Like one big gift, you know, either that was like a bicycle or a nice skateboard, or, you know, like, or a couple, you know, 3 or 4 special games they wanted for their whatever system they had, or whatever it is, you know. You always get, you know, I always got 5, 6, maybe 7 little gifts, and then you get that one main gift. You know,
Well, right.
the kid
And
don't need 20 or 40 fucking gifts under a tree. She wants
Exactly.
that tree filled.
May I say something? So it's all on how you raise your kids. They have to be thankful for what they get, right? You don't buy their love, first of all. And
Well, she
the
didn't
fact,
buy none of it.
well, she didn't, but she's gonna act like she did.
Right. But that's
Yeah.
the whole, like, that's what gets me even more. She didn't buy a singular one of the things. And it
She claimed
makes me
she
so angry
no.
angry that she's not even like, you know how she was excited that she passed her freaking little what is it? Her parenting
Parenting class,
exam or
yeah.
You would
whatever.
think she got her master's degree.
Girl,
you know?
she needs to she thought she passed from Harvard, but what Harvard needs is to study her always and forever. Also, she should have been that excited every time a package came from one of her supporters for her son. She should have been thankful. That's how you show respect to the people that are helping you out, because you can't do it yourself, even though you perfectly are able to do so. But choose not to.
Exactly.
Because
And-
only when is it convenient for you that you have, you know, all these illnesses and all these ailments and all this other shit, but yet not when it comes to clam slamming? Okay.
But nobody's calling her out for that. That's the whole problem. Like, hey, I actually wanted to be a troll in her chat and say, hey, I sent your son a gift. Could you at least, like, say my name? She would probably say my name because she doesn't know who sent her gifts. She's just receiving them, basically.
Well, you
No,
know, when
you're
it's
right,
a wish
Mikey.
list, you can always, you send a note. You can do that. right? Last time I checked, I sent something to my cousin who just had a baby, and I wrote,
Yes.
in the okay. So all you would have to do is write your username for this app. Like, she's that. Oh, I cannot do it. I want to make her so beyond irrelevant, you guys. It's not even funny. Like, everybody, we all just need to stop talking about her.
You're right.
Legitimately, because the only way she actually makes any freaking moolah is because we still talk about her.
But yet, all the streamers are making the money, guys. All the streamers.
Yeah. My whole $18.39 I got on my PayPal today.
No, Sassy, you're
I'm
making
rich.
billions. Everybody's making billions of dollars, right?
I made so much money that I genuinely always regift anyways, and it doesn't even touch my bank account. So, and I make my real money, so I'm good.
Right. I'm the same way. Like if I get in boxes and I get gifts or whatever, like I regift it. I don't even have a PayPal account.
No,
you know,
and my
like
thing is, even if I was making, or any of us were making $5 here, $10 there, girl, we know how to use our money correctly.
right.
We don't just spend and spend and spend and spend and then go, oh, I'm broke all the time. No, girl, you buy all these new things for yourself. You pretend like you spend your money on other stuff. Girl, bye.
Exactly. Oh, I ordered this. I ordered that. It's like, oh, but you said your card declined.
The
What?
DoorDash, the
Yes.
the this, the that, the constant.
And the food that was sent to her the other day, she's feeding half of it to frickin' the lizard.
That's not even supposed to have it.
Well, we all
Or at
know
least
she takes
part
care
of
of it real well.
It's just, and what was sent to her was the lady spent at least $80. I mean, that chicken, the salmon, and the shrimp alone was good.
The
30
shrimp,
bucks.
I'm like, what?
Like $30 between the three items right there.
The girl doesn't even know how to
$30.
cook that, Sassy. She doesn't even know how to cook any of that.
Well,
Like,
I
come on.
think it was they bought her already the cooked raw, so she wouldn't have to worry about it.
She can ask Mimi how to do it. Sure, Mimi has plenty of recipes.
Well, she always asks her chat. Hell, she didn't know how to boil a fucking egg the other damn day. Who boils an egg for 40 fucking minutes?
She also asks her chat what size shoe her son is. So,
oh yeah,
I mean,
forgot about
come
that.
on.
Yeah. That part.
Well, how do you not know if your child's in a 4T or a 5T? Come on. But I think Aaron does a lot of that type of buying too. And because he knows the answer right away. Because the last time they were at the store buying shoes for him, he kept saying, no, that's not the size he wears. And then he would tell her the size,
So, but with toddler sizes, it's if they're in diapers. So, if he's 5 in diapers, he is a toddler size. If he's 5...
sometimes it depends. Because my youngest was so tiny for so long. When he was in first grade, he was still in 4 and 5T clothes because he was so little. And he wasn't in diapers.
The butts are like, the butt on the pants are wide for diapers. So if he's 5 in underwear, he should be a size 5 in boys.
No, 5 in boys, I'd be big. Yeah, it all depends. Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah, and it all depends. Like I said, my youngest he was so tiny for so freaking long, and he would get so mad when he was in first, second, and just about the middle of third grade, he finally grew into the regular boys' clothes. But I would have to go buy him his clothes when he wasn't around because he'd get so mad. Why are we going in the baby section? It's like it's not the baby section, and he'd get so mad. And you know how hard it is to find clothes that don't have stupid little sailboats and bullshit on it for,
the pants don't even have like actual real drawstrings anymore. They don't even have real drawstrings, like If you have a skinny kid
That,
and they're tall,
me.
yeah, that's
Watch
my
me.
my kids as well. Like they don't even have a real drawstring; it's just sewn in. You know,
Well,
Yeah.
no, some
annoying.
pants now on the inside have those tabs, elastic that you pull, and the buttons to like cinch them.
Yeah.
They have that now. But I also want to say, like, she claims has autism and is so much this, sensory issues, this and that. That many presents is going to send him into a
Oh yeah,
stimulation overload.
yep.
Yeah.
But she
I
likes
buy
that
men's
because it sets
sleepy
him
pants
off.
because they have real drawstrings. Men's have the
Yes.
real drawstrings. So all my night pants are men's.
Do you have like the
And
Hanes ones from
and then
Walmart?
I got long legs, so that don't help. So I can't really buy a small because they're too short. So I have to go up, sizes, and then make sure the drawstrings are going to tie enough. And especially right now,
That's
we don't want to get on
frustrating.
the subject about not being able to fit in anything, especially in any of my night pants and stuff, because no matter how tight I tie those bitches, I take 3 steps and they're down to my knees.
Oh my
Because
god.
I admit I'm built like a board. I don't have hips. Even after 2 kids, I thought, oh, maybe after having babies, I'll finally get hips. No, I still don't hips. I got a tiny little butt. I mean, I'm like a board. I'll say it. And everything just goes bloop. It's
My
like,
aunt, my aunt like eats a ton of food, and she's 90 pounds soaking wet, and so people like accuse her of a ED, and she
oh,
gets so mad. So it's like the opposite of, it's body shaming overall.
yeah.
It's ridiculous. I mean, overweight people deal with the same thing as underweight
Yeah,
people.
but
You know,
I don't care what size you are because you can be, like I said, I used an example of my baby sister. She's like 11 years younger than I, and she's good 100 to 100, maybe 120 pounds overweight, but she is healthy as a fucking ox.
yep.
Like healthy as a fucking ox. And have no health issues whatsoever, even with all that extra weight on her.
And you know
And
what,
it's like,
Sassy?
and then here I am weighing 120 pounds and sick
Jeez.
as a fucking dog,
I have been
Hey, Melissa.
anywhere from 99 to 260 pounds. So I do not body shame
Yeah, oh, yeah, my body weight can
whatsoever.
change.
I refuse. I don't
I
care how
mean,
much I
2
dislike
years
somebody.
ago, I was
Never.
190 pounds,
Yep. No
32
body shaming
degrees
for me
for
too.
my sleep pants. I'll have to try that. Yeah,
32 degrees. What is that? Is it
it's
a
a brand
brand?
name, I'm sure.
Oh.
See, I used to love to, like, I would have to go to Sears to get, like, my 501s, and I would have to buy in men's because I have such long legs. Like, even in
Yes.
men's, my inseam is a 40 in men's.
But then
I
the legs
wear
are too wide.
in the women's, I'm 34, but I always get a better fit in the leg department in the men's, the
Yep.
501. So I always got a 30, or a 32 waist with a 40 inseam, and I
Those are hard to find.
laugh at it now because like when my other half's inseam, he's like, a 34/29 inseam. I'm like 29, god dang, it's like
That's my husband.
I'm like I'm a 40 in fucking men's. And it's like holy cow. I mean, I got
Yeah.
some long legs and long straight legs, like I said, like a board, like everything, like even some of my my like pull up pants, like to have an elastic, like if I get that, like the days that my belly is not feeling good, even them right now, it's like take 4 steps and they're like down to my knees. It's like fucking hey. It's like just buy me a pair of fucking suspenders. I'm serious. I'm about to buy a pair of suspenders and stick it underneath my shirt so no one knows I have suspenders on to keep my pants up because nothing seems to be working.
It's frustrating when things don't fit, you know? Like,
I know. So
as a
I'm
woman,
walking around the house
especially.
with one hand, hiking up my britches, holding my britches up as I'm walking around the house because,
Oh.
if you tie them too tight, and then you're like, it's a
Then you
bitch
have
to
a
get them
bunch in the
untied.
front of your stomach,
Right.
and then you put a
Right.
t-shirt over it, and it looks like you have something weird going on, you know?
Right.
Yes.
It's like I just can't win. It's like, and then I'll have like taco and socks, and they'll say, "Well, what about all the clothes you bought in May for your birthday?" And it's like the dresses that I bought now, they all look like curtains and bed sheets on me because they're too big. Even though I went 3 sizes smaller than I was the last time I bought clothes.
That's very
Now they're that
frustrating.
much. It is, and there's not a damn thing I can do about the losing of the weight right now. But it's like, it's like the other day I had my other half put lotion on my back, and he's been through this with me where I've even been skinnier than what I am now. And I feel so bad because I know when he's rubbing that lotion down my back, he's feeling every spot in
Bone.
my spine, every
Yep.
bone there is, because when I reach my hand over, I feel it all, and I'm like, I'm sorry about the bones. And he's like, what? You know, Shopping the kids. Don't even laugh about that, Chief, because I was at Kohl's for Black Friday. And, I got to get that shirt out too. And I was in the teen section, whatever they call them, the Missy
The
section,
juniors, it's like
the
juniors.
juniors section,
Yes.
and they had some cool thermal shirts, like marked down, like majorly marked down. And I'm
Like
like, oh, I love
$2.
thermal shirts because especially I buy them to sleep in, I buy them to wear because they're light enough to keep you cool, but they're heavy enough to keep you, covered and halfway warm. So I was like pulling up a medium, and I thought, a medium. We're in juniors. Come on, a medium has to, So I'm holding up a medium, like going. My son's like, yeah, that looks so big, mom. So I'm like, I am not going to a small in a fucking junior. So I hold up a small. That thing was still too big. And I hold up an extra small, and that thing would have fit great. And I'm like, there's no way in fucking hell I am buying an extra small in junior right now. So I bought the medium. I don't care that it's too big, but it's like, because it's still warm and I'll grow back into it. I'll gain the weight back. But there was like, he's like, Mom, it's not a big deal. And I'm like, we're in juniors. We're not even in the women's department. And he didn't even realize that because they don't have that over in the men's. And
No, but
I'm
I
like, I
think
am in, like 12 to 16-year-old kids' clothes right now. And he's
I
like,
think
oh. And I think once I said that, then it dawned on him, like, why I was putting up such a stink.
I think as women, we are stuck at a size. So I ran a store, I'm not gonna name it, but women would come in and try on clothes, business women, and they're like, if it's a size 8, I'm not buying it because I'm a size 6. You know, we have to
Right,
get off the
Mikey?
numbers. We have to get off, like, buy what makes you feel comfy and makes you look good. Like, who
Yeah.
cares what the number or the letter of the size is?
Yeah.
Stop.
I like the juniors because they got the oddball sizes. Like, I'm, wear
They have the
between a
9,
6 and an
10, or
8.
but yeah.
Like, between a 6 and 8 doesn't quite fit, but in the juniors, they got the 7s.
But the pants in juniors are super low rise. So
Yeah. Which
yeah,
I don't
that's
care because then it's not on my belly.
oh, see, I like them really high on mine.
Yeah. Well, they're almost the same size, Shelly. They're quite not. They're slimmer because they're
Yeah,
slimmer. They're not built. They're not, a lot of in the juniors, they're not as curvy as the
they're
women's.
not.
Though,
Yep.
if you notice, though, they're more, they're
Slim fit.
slimmer in
Yep.
that fashion. that's why I always buy 90% of my stuff is in juniors. But, and because I like that that odd number, because I'm
And
always in that odd number and not the even number that women
and
have.
and Kohl's always got a good deal, like on their
Yeah.
stuff. Oh
I
my
wasn't
goodness.
planning on buying anything, but then I seen those thermals and they were nice thermals. And I was just like, oh, and they're marked down to, they were like $4 from $22. And I was like, oh, I got to get one or two. I have,
Are,
but then when I started looking at the sizes, I only took one because I was just so discouraged. I was like so discouraged.
so may
He's
I
like,
ask?
Mom, who cares if
May I
what
ask? You don't have to
is?
answer, but are you anemic?
No, I got Crohn's disease.
Okay, because you should get Cuddle Duds. They put them on like big sale on like if you want like actual thermals. They put them on
Uh-huh.
sale like big time at JCPenney. I know I don't know where you're at, but
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
they are so warm. And you can actually
Oh.
lay they're so thin, you can put pants over them.
Oh. Yeah.
Any pants you
I
want.
like the thermal shirts because you can wear
They
them, you
have
can
those
dress them
too.
up, you can dress them down, and the thermals that actually look like shirts, not the regular thermals
But
that go under
the
your clothes.
the Cuddle Duds are like more like, oh, how do I explain it? It's more of like like the athletic wear, like
Oh, uh-huh.
polyester type, but it keeps
Right.
you warm, and you can actually layer it underneath like a thermal if you want, like
You
if
know
you're
what I do?
cold.
I just put leggings. I put
Okay.
leggings underneath my like jeans. Like if we're going for a
Yeah.
motorcycle ride, I'll put my leggings on and then put jeans over it. Eh,
Got no, totally. Yeah, understand.
because I get my sister's daughter-in-law works for Lulu, not the Luro, the other one, the Lulu one.
Lululemon.
Yeah, Lululemon, yeah. And
Yeah.
so my sister buys tons of clothes from her every month. And her husband always says, all right, if you want 10 more leggings, you got to get rid of 20 pairs. And what she do, she
Yeah.
puts them in boxes and she sends them to me. And so when
Oh.
I get a haul, I get dresses, I get shirts, and every time she buys leggings, she buys the matching shirt. So it's not just the leggings; she buys the whole damn set. So I get hauls all the time, and then one time I got such a huge haul that I sent half of them to socks. Because socks is the same size as me. So
Oh
I sent
wow.
them the socks and she didn't even know I was doing that. And the other day we're watching her son at he plays musical instruments, so he does always concerts and everything. So we always get on she always calls me, FaceTimes me, so I can listen to my adopted nephews play and do their little concerts, and I love doing that with them. And she pointed the camera down, and I was like, "Oh, you got the Disney leggings on tonight." She started laughing. I'm like, "Oh, those are the ones I sent you last year."
That is so nice.
But yeah, my sister, yeah. So instead of giving them the Goodwill, and 90% of them haven't even been opened, they're still in the bags, and she'll send them to me all the time. And
Must
that
be rough, right?
I know. It must be rough.
No,
Yeah.
we were at a
And I
hockey
can only
tournament.
imagine. Now she's only 10 minutes from her daughter in law's house. They just moved where they're at. And I'm like, oh no. I'm thinking her husband's really in trouble. Before, at least she had to have it shipped to her. And now she lives in the same fucking town and can go over there and go shopping
Oh my
anytime she
gosh,
wants.
yes.
And I'm like, he is in trouble. He's in trouble.
We were at a hockey tournament last weekend, and our hockey coach's wife, her brother is a designer for UNRO.
Uh
So it's like a big like sports brand, right?
huh.
And these hoodies were on sale for $120 a
Wow.
hoodie. And I turned around and said, "Hey, do we get a discount? She
Right?
goes, not here. Speak to me privately.
Right?
Because that's a
Well,
big brand. Like, it sucks. Like, it's a good brand, but the prices suck so bad.
right? And the leggings from Lulu and they're not cheap either. Some of the sets. I
No.
mean, but they're good. I mean, you can wash and dry them, and they don't shrink, and they last forever. So I
Honestly,
mean, so
those,
the quality is like there. So
Sassy, like, I've bought my girls Lulu's and Target brand. I'll say
yep.
Target brand probably stood up more than the Lulu's.
No, I'm surprised. Maybe in the
I
kids,
mean,
maybe it's.
price
I'm
wise,
shocked.
like,
Right.
same quality,
Right.
completely different price. I'm just saying,
Yeah. Well, and kids
you
wear
know.
their clothes a lot different than adults do too, so I could see that.
Oh, yeah.
I like
You
Under
know.
Armour. I'm an Under Armour
Yeah.
person.
I tell you, my
I'm gonna hop
sister's
out
this.
because little man
Okay, Sam.
is like terrified. This wind is like scaring the
Oh,
holy
I'm
living shit
sure,
out of him.
Sam. I am sure.
Like
Just stay safe,
it's.
sweetheart.
Are
I
you in the
will. I will.
Northeast? May I ask?
I'm in Montana, and I don't know here.
Okay.
Let me stand next to one of my windows. I think a seal broke in my grandbaby's bedroom window because there's like a whole bunch of air coming through it. But earlier they could hear it, and it was awful. They could
Whistling.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was in Crazy's live, I was shocked you guys could hear it.
Yeah,
But
it sounds like a
it's
freight train.
yeah, it's.
I didn't hear it.
I just looked, and they said that we're at 85 miles an hour right now, and we are in whiteout conditions.
Ooh, that's headed my way.
My lights are flickering. I was just
Girl.
telling them earlier, I'm terrified because like
Do you have a
I live in an
generator?
apartment. No, I live in an apartment,
Well,
and
they
I'm
have
on I'm
generators
on the
then.
top floor, so I don't think we do. But luckily, I'm like right next to like the police department,
Right.
the prison, stuff like that, and uh I think that like power wise, I've hardly ever really lost it, and if I did, it wasn't for very long. And
Because
maybe it's
of the
because of
grid.
my
Yeah.
location. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so um, I'm worried about my other grandbaby that's with the other grandmother, and like if they lose power, there's no way I would even be able to go get them.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Well, just
Redrick, I have the front
try to
door open
stay
right
safe.
now. Yeah,
Meh.
yeah, it's.
It's the
I
storm
mean,
coming
we're
through.
not in the super cold yet. Like January is like where we hit the negative 30, 40, 50.
Yeah, but with
You
that
know.
wind, that makes it
Oh
colder
yeah,
too.
once we hit the wind chill, it's usually about 50, 60 below in January.
Sam,
January and
I'm in,
February.
Sam, I'm in Minnesota. So,
Oh, my
yeah.
ex-mother-in-law, lives there. So yeah, it's heading your way. Because South Dakota and part of North
Tomorrow, yeah.
Dakota, is without power right now.
Oh my gosh, my 23-year-old lives in North Dakota, and it's
Oh,
always windy
really?
up there in
Yep.
Fargo.
And it's flat. It's flat. It's all
Yeah,
flat.
it's
And
all
the
wind.
whiteout conditions are like huge factor over there because there's no hills, nothing to like stop or catch the snow, and just the slightest bit of wind over there is awful. My aunt used to work at one of the hospitals there. She was a PA there in Fargo. So in
Yeah,
Ugh.
Muscle,
it's
that's
always
over
windy. I
like
like it in
in
the
the
summer
You
because
mountainy
there's no
area.
mosquitoes.
you guys make me cold just thinking about it. Ugh.
Yeah, it's cold over here, and I have a really rare autoimmune rheumatoid arthritis, so it affects me
Mm.
pretty bad. But
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
muscle is
sure.
more like muscle shelter. It's over on the other side of Montana, over by where Doodle Fam, I think is what her name is. She lives over in the mountainy area because I'd asked her if they're blizzarding over there.
Are you up in the mountains there?
No, Doodle Fam is. I'm on over closer to North Dakota. I'm 30 miles from the North Dakota border.
So she's more in the flat hills.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
Flatter
You
part.
need to
I'm in the
move to
bat. I'm like more in the Badlands.
move to Wyoming. It's way better.
Okay,
No, move there to
I
AZ.
went to
You don't get
Wyoming.
the snow.
Oh my
Yeah. We
goodness,
used to go
we've
there for
had
wrestling all the time.
many of our friends from here, Minnesota, have moved to Wyoming, and we've been out to visit. It's great. It's amazing. Like people talk
My
to you, and you feel weird because Minnesota nice is not a thing, right? It's really not.
No,
And
it's
people
not.
like,
It's not.
no, it's passive aggressive in the state, and
Mm-hmm.
the people are like, "Hey, how's it going?" And you're like, "Oh, are you a weirdo?" You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's weird.
My ex mother-in-law lives in Wyoming, Minnesota.
Oh, I grew up there. What
Really?
the hell? Oh, probably should be putting this on the internet, but I don't care.
She used to live in New Richmond, Wisconsin, right over the
Okay.
bridge. But she lives in Wyoming. Last I knew, anyway, she lives in Wyoming, Minnesota.
Yeah, I went to Wyoming Elementary and I graduated from Forest Lake High School. That's crazy.
I will say that the police department there is actually not bad.
Same.
No, it's
No,
not.
because my son, I've said this several times, he's an addict, um, and
Oh, I
when he
didn't
was
know that.
over
I'm
there
sorry.
staying with his grandma, and he has Asperger's too, so it was just a rough time over there, and they had some issues psych wise with him, and it's always on his thing that to call me. Um, and they were very good. There was one time that they came for like a psych call, and he had some stuff on him, and he was worried that they were gonna. Anyways, he swallowed it and stopped breathing. It was pretty bad, and they were all really good. Same with the jail. I was so shocked with the jail there. I was like, holy crap, because
Yeah.
jails here aren't that nice. Same with like mental health medication and stuff like that, or even the prison. They've held my son's mental health meds for a week or two just because I don't know if they think it's funny to
You can't do
like
that.
trigger him and set him off so that they can go in and pepper spray him. And I think that the guards get a kick out of it. I do. Like,
Tam, may I ask how old your son is?
he hasn't been able to like physically touch his daughter for 6 years. So, I hope.
Yeah, but at least he's a little bit safer in there than he would have been out on the
Yep.
streets. You know what I mean?
That's
So
what
at
I
least
tell
you
people, and
have
like
your
they
son
think.
breathing right now and not.
That I
Yes.
said
As
that
sad
out loud
as
one
that
time, and
is,
like so many
that's
people
the
were shocked that
reality.
I said it. Yep.
Yeah,
Because there
unfortunately.
was times, especially when he, absconded probation. He was in California and Las Vegas, and I was always
Oh,
terrified.
worst areas.
You know,
Did you hear about
I
that
lost a
14-year
lot of
old
weight.
kid?
The
I think
what?
it was in Minnesota. Did you hear about that 13-year-old kid that brought 1,500 pills of
Oh,
F
fentanyl?
to
Oh,
school?
F. Sorry. TikTok shop is great.
Oh, we love TikTok
Yeah.
Shop.
I'm like,
They sell
where
great
the
diet pills.
hell did he get
And that was super
1,500?
up north too. It was, yeah, it was,
1,500 of them. It's like, where the
yes.
hell would a 13-year-old child get that?
Their parents. I
I
mean, no
know.
Mm-hmm.
parenting.
I know.
I'm just
But
saying, no parenting
that's
there.
that was crazy when I seen that. I was like, holy hell, that's
Well,
not like
no,
bringing, getting in your parents' stash and bringing, 10 to 20, to school to fuck around with. And that I'm talking about I was shocked when they showed the bag. I was like, holy heck.
so I live
We're
in like
hitting the
mid
area of the
Minnesota.
generational cycle. It's awful.
Yes, I live in like mid Minnesota, and my son in fourth grade told me, oh my goodness gracious, a kid that he was going to school with brought a Mike's Hard Lemonade in his lunchbox to
Oh my
school,
goodness.
and nobody said anything. He didn't know what it was. He was so young.
Oh my
He
gosh.
just grabbed whatever.
He
He
packed
just
his own
wanted a
lunch.
drink for his lunch.
Yes, and it was a
seen
big,
it,
like,
and
16-ounce can.
you know, I God
Well,
bless you parents that have kids in school right now, because my kids, we didn't have internet until my youngest was starting high school, and that was, you know, fucking dial up. So that really that did not turn.
Me.
Yeah, it did not turn the kids on to getting on the internet and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. So my kids didn't have cell phones. They didn't have none of that until they were adults. You know, and you know, I just could not imagine you to raise my two boys in the times like what we have now. I don't know. I mean, I thought I went through hell not having the internet and all that. I just could not imagine what my
I'm
kids would have
very
been like now. You know, it's just crazy.
I'm very strict on my children. So I have 8 kids. Their only job right now is to do their schoolwork. Yes, if they're doing good on their schoolwork, they can get a job. But I don't press chores on my children if they
Did he
have
really,
like
Ghost?
what?
Oh, scary Harry.
Harry.
Oh God,
He
is he
just
on?
loves.
I don't.
He just loves me. He just fucking
Do it.
loves
Let him
me.
come up. I want to give him some shit because
My grandbaby is 9, but because of like games, that they play, is where
yes,
pedos,
the chat, the
P3Os.
chat.
Yes. I am like talk. I talk to her, and I make it a regular routine about what grooming is. That they will try and tell you your family's mean to you. You like I will
You should
and it's
meet me
sad. It's
somewhere,
sad that I
or
have to tell my 9-year-old granddaughter, and I'm pretty good about monitoring it. My one son that works for Microsoft monitors her tablet.
oh, nice.
Yep. He's and the other one monitors her VR, and the other uncle on the other side monitors like the VR and stuff like that. But I didn't really want to get her one until I found out that he could monitor it, and he
The
did. Like,
chat.
there was one time she had downloaded something, and I don't think she really knew what it was. I don't even remember what it was, but I would say within 10 minutes of her downloading it, he was calling me, telling me, no, uninstall it
Good.
now.
Yeah, it's all
So
on how you raise your kids, or your
she's a good
grandkids.
kid.
Hey,
She's a good kid. She's
Sassy,
been through a lot.
Yes.
they're Scary Harry's posting on you.
Oh yeah, there's like 4 videos over there with my name on it.
Sorry, Sam.
What?
Yeah.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's
Oh, there's a
weird.
new one. I just noticed. You are sick and obsessed. You are
He
going
reminds me of my
down. You
ex-husband.
say
Like,
you
he's a
don't make
narcissist.
money. You don't make money. You make money off of other people's misery. You're going to cause somebody's offing themselves.
What?
You say I'm a POS. I'm going to show you a POS.
Yeah, he's
So
psycho.
he has
I would
my
take that
name
as a
at the
threat.
top, and then he has Kylie's name, and then Mexican Homie. And then,
Whoa.
rewatch
challenge the
lives.
Mexican homie. First
Yeah.
of all,
And then,
second of don't go after Kylie because
so
she's doing
he's
what's
going
best for
on
her.
all the rewatches. So now he doesn't have money, but he has money to pay for the rewatches, to watch the
Well,
rewatch app.
Sass, does he not cook? He doesn't cook, right?
Huh?
He gets takeout for his kids.
No, he cooks for the kids.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess if you call it cooking, but whatever. Oh, so now he has my name circled at the top and says, "What the fuck?" And then because there's 2 ones at the bottom with Mexican Homie's name on
Can
it.
you show it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'm just going through to
What's up?
see.
What do you need? You need to talk to me?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
go on
like
mute for a sec.
I'm not scared. I ain't gonna cause no one to do anything. I mean, I have not said anything about unlike him. That he's the one that says that he wants to put a fibrillator to somebody's chest and unalive them. Has anyone ever heard anything come out of my mouth about unaliving anybody? No. I
You
might be a
yourself are
bitch
only
and call him a
responsible
pedo
for actions.
and that he's a disgusting human being. Yeah. I mean, if that's gonna make you, think that way, then
Yeah, like
all
you
right, go
yourself are only
send an
responsible
invite,
for like your
sweetheart.
actions. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you can't blame
I
that's a G thing. You blame
the only
everybody
thing
else
I
for your actions.
the only thing I told him one day was that I was gonna make him infamous on YouTube. Oh, if those are words that you can't live by and handle, then you got an issue there, dude. You got an issue there, dude.
So have we found out was he actually stolen valor or like
He
has that
is.
been
Mexican
Stolen
homie
valor.
did a FOIA, a FOIA through the army and got an email and paperwork back from the army. He was never in the army ever. There's a gentleman that's like 20 years older, 30 years older than him with a very similar name that did time in the army. I think he's using his credentials, his stuff.
wow. That's identity theft.
But his social security and his date of birth and his aliases that Mexican homie got on him, what they were never ever in the army. Hey, sucks. Yeah, Ghost,
Wow.
send me an invite and come on up for a minute, sweetheart.
What's going on, Sassy?
Oh,
Whoop.
Is that scary? No. Okay, never mind.
I'm here to tell you.
Mexican homie is posting post on me saying that I'll read it again because it's hard to see, but it says you are sick
Not
and
Mexican
obsessed.
homie, Scary Harry.
You are going
Just Mexican
down.
homie.
You say
Mexican
you
homie said
don't
that
make
shit about you.
no, Harry.
That's what you just said. I'm about
Yeah,
to
Oh,
you
fly
said
off
sorry.
the
that.
No,
handle on
it's
this
me
man.
and Mexican homie he's talking about.
Oh,
Harry's talking about me and Mexican homie.
Okay.
So it says you are sick and obsessed. You are going down to say you don't make money. You make money off of other people's miseries. You're going to cause somebody to off themselves. You say I'm a POS, but I'm going to show you who the POS is.
He's a psychopath.
Oh, bite me, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys, but all right. So this is they're just pictures, screenshots. Oh, that's going to be hard to see.
Sassy,
Okay.
don't let that bother
So,
you, please.
huh?
Don't let that bother you.
Oh, I don't. I laugh at it. So he, of course, has my name at the top. And then, of course, then he has Sparkles. And then he has Kylie and then Mexican Homie for the
Oh,
first
the
one.
same one that he has a restraining order on. Got it. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
No,
And
he
then there's
contacts
the
her all the
second.
time.
So on the rewatch lives, he watches me, Sparkles, Kylie, and Mexican Homie. Imagine that. I don't know what that's supposed
He
to be.
pays $20 a month to watch you guys. That's obsessive
Right.
there. We don't pay
So
to
then
watch
look,
you,
these
Harry.
are all Kylie's fucking lives.
He's psycho.
Fucking creepy. And then he circles my name and writes, "What the fuck?" Because there's two of Mexican Homie at the bottom.
But
what an idiot.
Yeah. Oh, and then
he's the psychopath
these are like
that
comments.
acts like a victim. Narcissist. That's what he is.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to people's I'm recording something on my iPad if you are home and around. So where's he going and getting this shit? He's a
I hate
fucking
that he go.
stalker.
I hate that he goes on live and acts like a victim. He's like, "Oh, this morning was so bad. Like it was tough. You know, as a single dad. Hey, what's up, baby? Hey, what's up, honey?" He says
He's
that shit to
looking
his
for a
fucking chat. Oh,
new
sorry.
he's looking for a new young girl because he
Yeah, because
lost
he's a
the one
pedo.
he
Oh,
had.
yeah,
You know, at 48
P3DO.
years old, he's looking for somebody in their 20s in that because that's his pattern. I mean, he was
Yep,
31 when he groomed Kylie and she was only 17.
exactly.
And I understand why she fell for it. A lot of people don't know her backstory from her home life, you know. So when an older established, you know, somewhat man came around and was like offering her and
Financial.
showering her and giving her to a place to go where she thought she wasn't going to be abused and everything to get out of the abuse situation she was living in all her life, she of course she jumped on that and ran. Well, yeah, of course she ran. She didn't. What
Because
did
she's
she?
super
She didn't know
young.
no better. She
She's
didn't
so
know any
young.
better. One and two, she thought she was going to go to a safe space, and it might have been a safe space. I think it was a safe space for like 2 years, and then once he impregnated her, then that's when it all started. The control,
Yep.
because he knew she was trapped. Because before you have kids, it's real easy to pick up and just fucking leave, right? Because it's just you. But once you start having those babies, it's a whole nother story. Especially if you're young and you don't have a family to run back to, you know, or a family
He
to come and
reminds me of
save
my
you,
ex.
you know, and
And
it's
he's
exactly
doing the
what
hey
he did.
babies to make her jealous. He's doing that to make her jealous.
Oh
And
Yep.
yeah,
then also
He's
on the other
trying
hand,
to.
trying to scare her, right? And
Yep.
then so that she'll come, you know what I mean? He's doing it
oh
on
yeah.
purpose.
Oh yeah, and his lovely little AI girlfriend that he made a video of.
What?
Oh my
He
god.
made that he's supposedly in some relationship, someone that starts with an S,
Can
and
you show it?
it was all AI generated.
Can you show
Well,
it so
I
we can
heard her
laugh?
say
Yeah,
something one day, not long ago, last week or whatever. She was like, I think she even said the girl's name, and she's like, run now, or you're gonna end up unalive,
right.
is what she said. So maybe she knows who she is. I don't know.
Let's see, where is it?
I don't F with this stuff because my ex-husband almost damn near unalived me. So, he's the same as him. Like, I can see the patterns.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yep.
horrible.
Oh yeah, here's one. Yeah, his
What does
AI
it say? I
girlfriend.
see you soon.
You know
Oh my
who? You
god.
know. So
That girl looks
just
awfully young.
yeah. And then there's one more.
Ick. Well, and then him like talking obsessively about the banana and all that,
Oh yeah,
and
here's another
eggplant.
one. Him and his AI girlfriend.
Oh my gosh, it's like a cartoon.
Any older, even in her 30s, woman would never give him the time of day.
Yep.
But you know what I mean? So, by talking like that, it attracts younger, insecure
Oh,
girls
here's one of him
that
threatening
have
me.
had a tough life.
He's
These
threatening
are all
you?
on my on my YouTube. Yeah. Me, Mandy, and Green Eyes.
Does he think
Those
he's
three
such a
women are
good?
supposed to be me, Mandy, and Green Eyes.
That's so threatening. Oh my gosh. This guy's a fool.
He thinks putting that bandana on him makes him
Ain't no
gangsta.
He's a
blood
fool.
here.
And wearing
Ain't
red.
blood.
Come on now, please.
And I
You're
have
not even
them all
close.
downloaded, and they're all on my YouTube under my shorts.
And I have a dollar
So he
store
can-
bandana on my face. Like,
He
come on.
can erase and act like something didn't happen, and it's all right there.
It's a digital footprint.
Yeah, well, some of it, I think they're trying to escape another situation, and and then they come in there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's just a vicious fucking cycle, and he knows how to pick them, and he knows how to find them. And we were listening, and then we just sort of got talking about some other stuff. But she's talking. Oh, she is talking about the sweet Sarah.
Sunday, I finally completely accepted what was happening.
She's still talking about her?
Snuck in here Friday night.
I love Sarah.
You came back
Yeah,
Saturday
she's nice.
night and got unmodded.
I don't know, crazy.
What do you mean? You needed my consent. Pink told you to say that, didn't she?
To Beauty, since all of this happened, knowing I was waiting
Can
on
you
my
hear
daughter
that?
True, Shell.
until my daughter moves back to kick her out of that group chat because she has Hannah's address. I didn't know that.
Not you saying my daughter's name on live. Thank you, Mac.
Saying anyone's name is not against the law,
I didn't
bitch.
consent to you doing that. That's not your child. I've never said any
It's
of your
your
children's
grown
name on live.
child. So
It doesn't
if
matter.
it's
This
on
was
the
last
interweb,
night.
all
Doesn't
you have to
matter
do
how
is
many
Google.
times I've said it.
Then
Doesn't matter that I just read it in the text message.
it's
Well, Miss
by
Christian
law
over here
not doxing. Until
saying
like
my
Danny,
daughter's
how
name
Danny paid
in
for
an
Swifty's
atmosphere on this
information,
app where
that's
my
doxing.
sons are
Because
being
Danny
doxed.
paid for
Way to go, Cookie.
information
She told me
that's
this
not
right now,
public
so it makes me curious if
and
she's told
Right.
someone else that.
use it for
But I didn't
malicious
know that.
intent.
Wait, what?
Mhm.
Are you kidding me? Yes, you did know that. Wow. Wow.
That's crazy.
That's Hannah's address. I didn't know that until she told me this right now, so it makes me...
Wow. You're a fucking liar.
And then she has to get her 23-year-old son to be her
You're
only
a
friend
fucking
and help
liar.
gang up on people. That's disgusting. I could not imagine my child standing next to
Wow.
me bashing people on the interweb. I know, Danny.
Mama.
Oh, I get it, Danny. I agree.
I'm stunned.
He should know better. He's from New York.
I really shouldn't be at this point, but the
Mhm.
lies. I didn't see this part. I watched
He should
on
know
Kaylee's
better.
live today from last night.
Yep.
And I was busy doing other stuff while I was playing it. Hey, Karen.
Because, just like New York, California, where
Wow.
I'm at, in Chicago,
Way
some
to
of
go,
those,
Skanky.
they don't fucking
Curious
play.
if she's told someone else that.
Thank you,
But I didn't know that.
You're
Right?
a fucking liar. Hey, Delta.
No, she didn't ask about my dad.
Yeah.
Also, if he's
Are
ever
you-
putting the
I
pokey stuff
wanna
like
address
that,
this.
ties him. It puts him as an
Where
affiliate
did
of
you
it,
tell
and that's
me
not such a great idea,
about
Harry.
how would I know all weekend what happened
Yeah,
with your
and
dad?
just put it this
Let me
way.
go back and
He's
see
the only
if it was
male
mentioned Friday.
born in his family, and he's the only one shunned from the family.
Oh.
His mother and
Oh.
sisters have nothing to do and stick up for Kai.
So when he talks about his sister, he's lying.
Yep.
Wow.
Please hold.
Yep.
The villain is whoever you spoke
And
with
one of
dropped
his
the voice
aunts
memos.
is a
Princess,
big
she's talking about
supporter
you.
for Kai, too.
Who is?
one of
And
Harry's
screenshots
biological
on Reddit, TikTok,
aunts
Melissa Sue, Cassandra, she talking about y'all
is
too. Y'all are
big
the
supporter.
villain. That was
Yeah.
her opinion Friday. Miss
Well, I hope she
co-sign,
gets her stuff together.
leaking private messages.
She's trying. It's going to take some time.
What I was told Friday
Yeah.
at 6:01.
But she's on
I don't want
the
you to
path.
think I'm ignoring you. I just haven't
You
had
know,
the
she's
time
not
to do
moving
anything
fast,
other
but
than
she's
parent.
on the path.
Her husband is working,
That
and we
one girl
had
that's
her have
always
big
in the
plans
box
today.
with her,
I'm
I
trying
think
to make
it's her
happen.
demise.
Ah.
That
That's
girl,
what I
I
got
don't
told
like her.
Friday.
She's
That
trash.
was
I'm
the last
sorry.
text she sent me Friday.
She's from this side, too.
He
Really?
said something on
Yes,
Saturday.
or at least she
Then you
was.
didn't text me again till
Because I
Monday.
was following her, and she was following me, and then I started noticing that over there, and then I'm like going,
Did Pete
huh.
tell you to point that
And then
out
I
to you?
noticed she was live one
Did she
day,
ask about your dad?
and
Okay, make
just
sure you bring that up.
the way she talks, she
I'm
is
so
like a
sorry.
hit,
I was going
like a
through
major. And nothing wrong with being
Are you serious
in
right
that.
now?
You know, I'm not downing anybody that
you
is like
fucking
hillbilly or
serious?
anything, but it just explains a lot.
What was
There's
your
a difference
question,
between
Kiara?
hillbilly and trash. I'm sorry.
Right? No, I agree.
I'll be
But
honest,
all I'm
I'm
saying
not
is
watching the comments as much as I
I
normally do,
understand
'cause
for a lot of the things she
I'm trying to
says,
get
and
this over with.
you know, and I told Kai
I'm having
that
deja vu.
she's going to be her downfall over there
Yep.
if she keeps allowing her saying the things and doing the things and encouraging
Egging her
her to
on,
do
hyping
things.
her
You
up,
don't understand? Because no matter what was
Yep.
going on in her, let me
getting her
explain it to
going.
you one more time.
Yeah.
I've been saying it for days.
I mean, my other half was born
I'm
in
not
New
entitled
Jersey,
to her time. That's not what this
you
is
know,
about.
and spent, you know,
What
half
it's
his life
about
between New York
is
and New
for 8
Jersey,
months.
you know, and
Oh,
he's
wow.
nothing.
Sleet or
He's
snow.
nothing like
Whatever's going on in her family, no matter
like
what it
Harry.
was,
Eh,
we talked all
Right.
day, every day, for 8 months.
you know, there's
Oh, good.
it's crazy.
Mods, be on the lookout until shit got real. Tap the screen, y'all.
I don't know.
Why?
This whole feisty,
Why do
or
mods
not
need to be on
feisty,
the
the
lookout?
Swifty shit has got me
Because
all
Melissa Sue is
confused.
sending somebody over here
She got
to
what
I
say-
do
she
too.
wanted.
to talk
Why
about a
doesn't
topic
she
that's
just
not allowed
drop
on
it?
TikTok.
She got what she wanted. She got her tea.
Why are
So
you trying
drop
to take
it.
me down, Melissa Sue?
Fuck.
Because
I
make
thought
too
you
much
were
sense
big
and
and
tell
bad
too
over
much
there
truth.
now,
Is that
and
it?
that you don't
If I'm
care
not a
what
threat
other
to any
people
of y'all,
say.
why are y'all
Well,
trying
if
to
you
take
don't
me
care
down?
what other people say, then why are you going this hardcore on everyone? Then just do what you were doing.
Again, the point was, okay, I'll turn the, can one of the mods turn the comments off for a minute?
Swifty. You know, and
Did
between
she
her
really make
backup,
$4,000 in October?
between her backup and her main,
Kiara?
yes, she
There's a lot of
did
them I
in
can't see
40
now.
days.
Thank you. Thank you, BG.
And that's not including the subscriptions and the taps and the likes. And everyone that thinks I'm lying about that, I will show you a little screenshot.
We talked.
I don't care. I'm not even 10,000. And
What happened? Socks, do you know what just happened?
Do I what?
Know what just happened?
No.
It doesn't even say paused. Like the whole screen is blank.
oh, I went my green
She
screen.
is going with an
Hang on.
Oh, okay. I was like, I've never ever seen it do that.
And that didn't stop.
I think I accidentally deleted it.
The same night.
But I'll get another one when I get off here tonight. It'll show me for all the taps, that I got and everything, and how much money I got for the taps and for the comments and for new followers, people just coming through my room. You get paid for that. TikTok encourages that. Yeah. So when G says she don't make shit because she's not monetized over there, I'm not monetized. I am not on the creator fund at all. Never have been. Because I don't have enough followers to get on the creator fund. But I still get paid for taps and likes and the whole 9 things. And it puts you in different, they call them sections, or I forget what the word, I'll have to find the exact wording.
Fragments? The
No, it's a different name. So more people that come in the room and stay in the room and come through your room and all that, you get, and they complete so many comments and they complete so many taps and everything, it ups you to the next level. So when you keep getting up in the levels, you get more and more money in that. So don't let G or anyone tell you that they don't get paid for taps and all that, because half the time they don't notice that, because they'll have right next to each other where you got gifts, and then it says this, missions is what they call them. So, and then it'll show you this week's live missions. It'll say this week in live missions I made $1.37, and that will be all week while I'm streaming. So don't tell me, because I only get, anywhere from like now 40 to a couple hundred people. But when G's getting 1,000 to 1,500 people in her room, she's moving up in those missions real quick. And so she's getting higher paid amounts. So what do you think happens with Swifty too? And I don't think that is also not recorded on the Leap app either. They might not be making like big bank over there, but I guarantee you, each week, G's at least making anywhere from 25 to 50 bucks off of just that.
Hey, medicine bucket. I.e. Shay.
I was going to give her $100. I was just waiting on a reimbursement that I'm getting from the adoption from the state. They're going to reimburse me a little, not much, a little bit of the legal fees for the. I hired an attorney to kind of help me through it also. So I'm just waiting on that, and I was going to give her some, and man, I'm just gonna stop doing it, because the last person I gave money to, come to find out, wasn't so. And I was really starting to like Swifty.
I've never liked her. Never liked her. She's, I think, gross and grotesque over there. I do not like how she calls, even though I don't really like Danny, and yes, she might be overweight. I don't like how she calls her biggins, and my chat knows that word over here is not allowed to be used over here, because I just don't like that word. I don't think it's just wrong. So what if she's overweight? Well, Jessica's not fucking skinny little mini over there. So you're going to talk about somebody else being overweight when you're somewhat overweight and having to take a shot every month now? Give me a fucking break. You're going to talk about somebody else being fat when you're on the shot yourself? Give me a break. Not say there's anything wrong with bigger ladies. Trust me, my two sisters that are younger than me, well, they're both 6'1" and 6'2" also, so their weight is a lot different than my weight, because I'm only 5'9". but they're built different. They're built like my dad. They're very wide shouldered. They got the bigger hips. They got hips and they got butts, and they're very curvy women, even when they're thin. And I'm built like my mom, very petite. The only thing I got my daddy's is my long legs. That's the only thing I got of my dad is my long ass legs. Otherwise, I am built like my mom. I'm very tiny. My shoulders, I'm very petite in my shoulders. I'm very petite. My wrist, which I get shit all the time. You can ask Socks. I get shit all the time about my skinny hands and my itty bitty wrist. Well, I don't matter how much I weigh, my wrist and my hands are going to be itty bitty.
Yeah, I was gonna, when you were talking about
what
like
it is,
pajama pants and night pants and stuff. I
right?
have run into the same issue. We were talking about this in Crazy's live the other night. I've always had issues, gaining weight.
But it's so my sisters being 6'1" and 6'2", for them to be 160 pounds is a good weight for them. Me at 160 pounds is way different. But like I said, my little sister is probably a good 100 over weight. And she's a big girl, and and there's nothing wrong with her. She's healthy as a fucking horse. So
I'm 5'9",
just because you're
I weigh
tall
128.
yeah, see, I'm at right now about 123. But
I've been
so
down
you
lower
can
than that
be
when I was under stress. But
a bigger person and be healthy. You can be a bigger person and be very unhealthy. You can be a skinny person and be super fucking healthy, and then you can be a skinny person and be sickly. So it doesn't
you can
matter.
be a super healthy person and run every day and have a heart attack.
So
it's really common in people that like run and it's just all about lifestyle.
It's just I don't like the way Jessica talks about Danny. I don't like Danny, but I just don't like the way she's just some of the wording. And I've always been very vocal about it over here. I just don't like her, the way she talks about other people. She's
that
disgusting.
It meant something else in the South is kind of but I never really ever looked into it.
That's what I've heard, but still, I just don't think it sounds like a good word to me, And, and it's just, she can talk trash on everyone, but if anyone talks trash on her, God forbid the world fucking ended. Well, if you're going to dish it out and talk trash, then expect the trash back.
I guess I was more shocked about like the pink thing because 2 weeks ago,
see, I missed
she was upset of what people did to her. You know what I mean? She
right.
But and then the mind has changed. I don't
see.
understand
I missed
it.
all that, and
I did too. I took a break from this side.
Then I just started seeing videos, or I've seen people talking about it, and she should be blessed that Pink even gave her 200. I would be so fucking
right?
beyond.
I was just gonna say, do you know what I could do with $200 right now?
I was gonna say, I would be. You guys would have no idea what $100 or $200 with my life right now. What it would do to change my life, and for her to bitch about that's all she gave her, but she gave somebody else more. Oh my God, talk about greedy as fuck. And it's like, God damn, I would have been happy a fucking camper for $50 fucking dollars. It's like, Jesus, how greedy can you fucking be? God, you
That's
got
some milk in my
from
fridge.
What I understand, she got what I don't even know the real number for her teeth. It was like a ridiculous
I don't
amount
remember
of
what
money.
The first amount was, and then the second amount was to be knocked out.
Yeah, she
And it
came
was
back
like
and wanted
$1,200.
$900 more because she wanted to go be knocked out. And I'm like, oh my God, greedy motherfucker. You want $900 more on top of, say, $4,000 they already gave you. Now you want $900 more? And they had to pay for your Uber? That was like $70 each way?
And then they said it was only 4 teeth. I don't know if that's
I'm
true or
like,
not, but they
I
said it
don't
was
know.
only
I
4 teeth
think
that had to be
she.
pulled.
Oh, really?
Did she really go on and buy a couple $100
Yes,
in
in candles
candles?
and $80 in a pair of pajamas from Victoria's Secrets. Yep.
But
With the
wait,
4,300
2
she
weeks
made
ago
off
she
of.
was saying that she would never spend that amount of money on a pair of
Well, she
pajamas at
did.
Victoria's Secret.
She did. So she spent like $300 in shit.
Yeah, $200 could get a few extra Christmas presents.
You
It
know,
could buy
she could have
groceries. It could.
gotten
Wow.
laughing gas for a couple $100 and had her 4 little teeth pulled out. She didn't have to be completely surgically knocked the fuck out for 4 teeth. I was knocked out because they had to go in and surgically cut out my wisdom teeth, but at the time I was only 15 too. So they didn't have the stuff that they have now because that was, 42 years ago. They didn't have like now when I go in like to have my spinal blocks, they used to give you just the Versed and knock you out, and make you go night
That's what
night.
I asked. They
Now
can't just give you
now
some
they give you
Versed. That's what I asked her.
Yeah, now they give you propofol and you're out instantly, and then once they stop giving you the meds, you're instantly awake and you're not groggy anymore.
There's also some F in that also, because I know what you're talking about. They give it to my son with his wisdom teeth. It's a little bit of the propofol and then the F one that we can't say.
Oh.
That we were talking about earlier
So,
that the student brought.
Yeah.
And then there's something else in there too. I think some what's it called? G takes it for her so-called anxiety. It starts with an H.
Oh.
Hydroxyzine?
Oh, that's just Benadryl.
I don't know if we can say that.
That's
yeah,
Benadryl.
That's just Benadryl. Yep.
That's just in case for a reaction.
Well, that, and I think it helps with nausea too. They say.
But I know, like, I used to go in for my spinal blocks, and and I'd be groggy for hours later, and now they use that that other med, and you're like wide awake and ready to go afterwards, and you're like, holy cow, what a difference. And even when you go in to get the scope test, like a lower GI or an upper GI, that's how they put you out too. They use the propofol. They knock you out for the 3 minutes they're in there, and then you're not groggy afterwards like you used to be. I remember sleeping like all day long after having those tests done. And now you're like wide awake and you're like, oh, where's the good stuff at? Because at least when I was sleepy, I didn't have to deal with all this pain that I'm dealing with now.
Right.
Because of them in there digging, and putting air in there and everything. Now you have to deal with all that. Before you got to sleep that shit away. Now you got to fucking deal with it.
Yep. No, I took a break from this side for a few weeks. I don't know if it was, I was just angry, and it's never really happened to me. I talked to Crazy about it, so I just kind of took a break from this side. I went over to like the true crime side for a little bit, and I just kind of took like a breather because I was starting to get really mad.
Just be careful. Don't be around Dora's page.
Really?
Yep. She's a scammer.
Aww.
Yep.
Yeah, I watched a few of hers, and then I think his name is I don't know if it's Chief or Chef. He's all right. There's another one called
I like
think her name's
Steph.
Kalak.
I like Steph.
Yep, and I watched Steph. Yep, I watched Steph too. She's really nice.
Yeah, but yeah, you better just. I mean, you can watch her, but don't give to any of her fucking little things that she. Yeah, she's been the last 3-4 months. She's been being outed for scamming.
Wow.
Yep, and she only went to the true crime the last few weeks is because she's hiding from the truth that's coming out with her best friend, T.
I seen some of that. I did see some of that, and I didn't know, how much of it was true or not. But because I know that side can be
very familiar with all
that.
Pretty. I'm very familiar. They stalked me. Socks. How long did they stalk me? 3-4 months, I think, something like that.
Quite a while.
That's from the old Pastor P side.
So they stalked me. T and Dora and all them stalked me in my page for months because I was friends with Socks.
I don't think I know who T is.
Yeah, well, she was Better Days. She was
just
call me T. She streams a lot on Jen is Stronger. Jen.
Okay.
But Dora's best friends always was in T's box, always. And now she's under Just Call Me Mama T.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And because her husband being outed as a pedophile did 9 years.
I seen that and
so Dora's running and hiding in the true crime side, saying, "Oh, I used to be a true crime person." No, you weren't, Dora. No, you weren't. Now you're hiding over there, bitch. Separating yourself.
Yeah, I seen something on that, but I didn't really know who she was. I seen paperwork somebody had posted, and that he kidnapped,
aggravated.
Yeah, and she was young.
Yep, she was. And then T called her
Texas, right?
like a month ago, and re-traumatized the victim to ask now that she's an adult. Asked her if there were certain things were true or not, and then says that she lied.
Wow.
Who calls a victim like that? Fucking disgusting ass bitch over there. That's why Dora's separating herself from that whole platform for a while, because she's getting a lot of heat too. Yep.
Now, Crazy Mom, are her and Dora friends too? I don't know if I can say her name or not.
I don't know.
I get confused on that one too, because there was something about that too.
There's another Dora Explorer on here. So they could have been talking about the other person. I don't know. I don't know if they are or not. I don't know.
Wow.
Never even paid attention, to tell you the truth. But yeah, that's all fucked up. And she keeps saying, "Oh, he went to prison for aggravated kidnap." Well, he pled down because he was going to get 40 years. Because the reason they got him on aggravated kidnapping was because he used his body and appendages to hold her kidnapped.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what everyone don't realize. That's why they got him on kidnapping. Because he raped her and held her hostage by that, and that is what is aggravated kidnapping. And he pled down. Were you going to do 40 years? Take a chance of doing 40 years, or are you going to want to do 9? Well, anyone with right sense is going to say, I'll do 9.
Wow, he only did 9.
Yeah, because he pled. So that the victim
That's
didn't have to go to
sad.
court. So that the victim didn't have to go to court because she was so young.
My son's charge is aggravated burglary by accountability.
Oh, and then he also had a
off
weapon.
2 blocks away from wherever the crime was going to happen, and didn't notify authorities, snitch, that the crime was going to happen, and he got a total of 10.
Yeah, and he also had a weapon. A pew-pew.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
And she married him like a couple of years after he got out, and she doesn't think that he did anything wrong.
Wow.
She supports that behavior. And this would have not have came out if he wasn't threatening to unalive women on this app, and then having their husbands, he was going to come and grape them. That was all on a live. That's why this is all coming out. That's how disgusting of a human being he is.
Well,
So-
if you're going to come on an app and create chaos and drama, you need to expect that stuff in your personal life could possibly come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
And she knew he had these charges. So why would you allow your husband, while you're live, say those things to other women while you're live? You would think you either would mute or end your fucking live real quick and say, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You know, they're going to end up digging and finding your charges. That's exactly what I would have said, even if I thought he was a changed man. Even if he was a changed man. You know, I would have still ended my live and looked at him and said, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Now you know they're going to fucking dig and what they're going to find. You know what I mean? But she allowed him to do that. She just sat back and allowed her husband to sit there and threaten women's lives and to grape their men.
well, that, my dear, is called a pattern of behavior. So obviously he has not
Exactly.
changed. And,
Right?
It's weird that you say this because my ex was arrested at least 4 times for crimes that he committed against me. And he, has the I'll just hire a lawyer, plead it down, da da da. And every time he pretty much got away with it, or I wouldn't cooperate when it came time to it. And
Right.
then when I had my oldest was on life support, and he was with her, the new wife, so-called new wife, whatever you want to call her, and he punched me in front of doctors, nurses. It was awful. He didn't get away with that, but then he's been arrested a few more times against her. Well, he's now a quote unquote important person in our community, which I never said anything, and he was just arrested for creating a bar fight and a bunch of other things, and everybody is acting so surprised when they knew. They just turned and looked the other
Right.
way. But this is what I call karma.
Yep. Oh,
And even
here
for
you go.
her, I'm having a hard time, feeling pity for her because she thought it was funny when he did it to me.
Right.
So
So hang on
We're
a second.
live.
I'm going to show you
Okay.
guys something. If I can figure out. Socks, are you there? I don't know how to do this.
What are you
Settings.
Do you need a reset?
Oh, wait a minute. Here, hold on a second. Comment settings. How do you turn the comments off for a minute?
Oh, hold on. Oops.
If you can turn my comments off for a minute. Either, there we go. See, right down, oh, you guys are in the box. So right down on the bottom here, it says Scaled Live Reward Program. This live I'm at 51%, so I collect 51% of what my live makes, okay? Or estimate at this live. I'm at 39%, and I think it said over there I made 52 cents for the week. So
it says there's USD 51 cents. Is that it?
Yeah, or $2.94 I made in this last week for the week. See?
Wow.
Scaled live programs, you guys. That's for the taps, people in my live. That's for the comments and everything. So do not tell me G does not make money over there having 1,000 people in her lives tapping and being in her live on TikTok, because it proves you right there. And I am not monetized or even on the creator fund. So there you go.
Wow.
That just proves it right there.
Has FO been live lately? I haven't been able to catch any of her lives. I still need to message her too. I'm interested in a few of her little Christmas spiders.
Oh, those are cute. I've seen.
I know. I think I'm looking for kind of like new traditions, to start with the kiddos, especially now with the adoption,
Right.
all done and stuff. Just something, yes, we have traditions, but I want something for us.
Right.
Something to signify. And I think that would be a really cute thing.
Yeah. No, there's some of them that are beautiful that I wouldn't even just put on the Christmas tree. I would actually find some spots and find some at different lengths and hang them. That would be beautiful, like by windows with the light coming in and hitting them and things.
Yep, it would be pretty all year round.
She should make a little smaller ones if she can, and make like a wind chime or you know what I'm talking about, like get a piece of driftwood and have like 4 of them at different lengths so you can hang up in the sunlight and things. Oh, I would definitely buy something like that. That would love something like that. So any of you are in here and you talk to Pink on that, give her some ideas. You can go pick up driftwood, and you can buy driftwood, or even little pieces of square pieces that the dollar store buys, and drill 4 little holes and hang them, from little chains and things. And people would eat that shit up in all different, and they can pick the colors that they want, like their birth colors or whatever, and that would be fucking cool as hell.
I really like FO. She's a really
you
cool
can
lady.
hang them like short and a little bit longer, have like 3 or 4 of them hanging there. That would be cool.
Yeah.
But all right, well, I think I'm gonna jump off. Try to go to sleep.
I'm tired, but I think I'm
am
gonna stay
so
up a little
fucking
bit.
tired, but I can't even sleep. I hate when you get like that, where you're so fucking tired you can't sleep.
When I'm in pain, especially when it gets super cold, I get like that. I'll go
That's
days.
me right
I'll go
now.
days of
I'm
not
going
sleeping.
on my 5th night right now of maybe an hour.
Hon. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so I get it. And it's usually not until like 5 o'clock the next morning I'll fall asleep for like an hour. But I'll lay there
and now I have
and
a
watch
2-year-old
TV all night. or listen to my music, or listen to a podcast, a true crime podcast or something.
Mm-hmm. Did you
Yeah.
go watch any of the Rebecca Park stuff?
No, I didn't get into that. I like
Oh,
some of the
that
older
case was
true crime.
crazy.
I like the list. I have a couple of people on Spotify, like Truth and Consequences. They're also on YouTube now, and they'll just do a random like old, and sometimes they'll go way back, like old crimes, and talk
Mm-hmm.
about, and it's just like, or they'll talk about a Black Widow, or just, some oddball one that, that people have forgotten like a lot of years, or never even heard of, because there wasn't the social media or
I'll message you because
newspaper.
I don't want to say, because it'll like go down to like right where my location is. I'll message you to look up and watch.
Right.
And one of them is still unsolved.
Yeah, and I love like these ladies, Truth and Consequences. They're on. I watch them on Spotify, but they're, like I said, they're on YouTube now. But they used to be DA attorneys in New York for a lot of years, and then they retired, and now they do this for fun, because they're such nerds when it comes to crime, and
Mm-hmm.
things. And they'll each week, they'll, or each episode, one will pick and surprise the other, and then they exchange. And you have to have some dark humor to listen to them, because sometimes they'll crack jokes to lighten the situation, or say certain things to lighten the situation. And so you
Mm-hmm.
have to have sort of a dark humor,
Yep.
not,
Yep.
type thing. But I also love watching Bailey Sorensen too.
Oh yeah, she's good. I've thought about messaging
I
stuff about
love her.
my
My
daughter-in-law's
sister got me
aunt
turned on to her.
is a missing indigenous woman out of North Dakota, and I've thought about messaging stuff.
I would. Her team over there is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Their team is amazing. Even if they did this on the side and just maybe got you some information, or tried to see if, they find any missing information, and they really don't do a live about it, but
There's a
she might be able to
movie
help you
about
out
her.
a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they made like a movie or documentary or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, really?
There's a cut. Yeah, she's in a couple of them actually.
I watched that one about that one lady detective that found, what was those, 17 bodies all in one area, and they were all like streetwalkers and different addicts and things, and no one ever put it together that their cases were connected. And then the one missing girl, the father never gave up. There was a documentary, a movie about that, and they were a bunch of indigenous and just a bunch of randoms, but there was a bunch of indigenous women in that too. And yeah, and then I found they called it the burial site out in the middle of a desert somewhere, and I think they ended up finding 17 of the missing women buried out there. That was crazy. And it's like, wow. And this one detective that she just refused to give up. She just knew all these, because she worked in missing persons department. She just knew that all these women had to been connected somehow. And she figured it out, though. She figured it out, and gave how many families that, for some of them, were 25 and 30 years, with their loved one missing, and gave them a little bit of answers. I mean, the
There's
not
one.
knowing, I think,
It's
would be
called
worse.
Schmurder in Bighorn. That's in
Oh,
Montana.
okay.
And then Cotton, I think, is the
Oh,
one her aunt is in.
okay. That, I think I've watched that one, now that you said that.
can't remember what the other one is called, but um, the one, the bighorn one, mm, that was a terrible one. But
So,
bighorn, that's one of the reservations here in
yeah.
Montana.
So I got to
But we have
remember to
a
get that video together tomorrow.
between Montana and North Dakota, there's a lot of missing, and that's my biggest fear with my daughter-in-law,
Right?
especially having addiction problems. Uh, yeah, it's just a fear I have.
It's
So
just, I couldn't imagine the unknown. Yeah.
she's very naive, you
Ah,
know.
ah,
So I
I get it.
just
Yeah. So,
worry, but I'm gonna try and I don't know if I'm gonna go to
well,
bed or stay up. I might see if we actually do lose power because I don't want to be asleep and lose power. And
right. Well, be safe. Be safe.
I will, I will. Like I said, for some reason last week I found a bunch of like holiday candles on clearance, so I have a bunch of candles if I have
Well,
to
that's
use them. So they were supposed to be presents, but if I have to use them, I'll use them.
right. Right.
um, but I turn little man's TV on. I normally don't turn it on, at bedtime or whatever, but just to kind of block out some of the noise for him.
Right. There you go. All right.
And
Good night,
hopefully,
everyone, and stay safe, Sam. Let us
you
know
too,
tomorrow.
hun.
Pop in.
Take some Epsom salt baths, and I'll
I don't
message you
have a
those other
bathtub in
ones.
my house. We don't have a bathtub.
Oh no!
No. So,
Oh goodness. All right.
it's my
Well,
shower is so fucking huge. You can ask Socks how big my shower is. I call it the human car wash, and I'm not exaggerating, you guys. I could probably fit 10 to 15 people in my shower, and we could all
oh
shower.
wow.
It's huge.
Oh wow.
But because of it being so big, I thought about buying one of those. They have those where with a frame you can make a bathtub, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
frame, but you can still have room to shower, but then have the tub there too. We've been thinking
I
about
don't
doing that.
know how good your health insurance is or not, but um many years ago, when I was having a lot of problems, especially in the wintertime, that my doctor got my insurance company to pay for a hot tub.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yep. And it worked.
Yeah.
It helped a lot. And then, my ex built like the little
Right. Well, they have some of those
house around it.
little tubs that you can
Mm-hmm.
put a system in for like 100, like $10, that would makes it turn into like a hot tub.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought about doing that.
Hmm. It
We
might
got
be worth some checking into for a hot tub too.
yeah, we
Um,
got an area set up that used to probably have one. It's already wired for it and everything
oh, well, there
in
you
our
go.
backyard.
I
So
mean, it might be worth some checking into. I was shocked. I didn't think they would.
right.
And my ex, he worked in the oil field, and we had Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas, I believe.
Ah. What did
Um,
he work for? Who did he work for?
he worked for Neighbors for many, many years,
Oh, okay.
and then he worked for oh gosh, it starts with an H.
Oh, okay. My brother-in-law just was forced to retire from Chevron.
Oh, okay.
He's only 53 and he was forced to retire.
Halliburton.
Ah, yeah. So yeah, he's
Uh,
he's going nuts a little bit, but
they definitely work hard, and the oil field definitely ages you.
yeah. Well, he wasn't
Um,
in the field. He was more he drove truck for a lot of years, and then
mhm.
he just kept moving up in there, and then he was the vice president of the safety division. So he would go to all the fields and teach the guys safety.
Oh, okay. My ex did that for years too.
Yeah. And then
Yep, towards the end.
when before COVID hit, he was over in Africa for 2 years, teaching all the people over there that were doing the oil fields safety for 2 years until
My
COVID hit.
uncle's in Australia.
and he made good money doing that. And then COVID hit, so then that job sort of 86'd out. And then they moved from Brentwood to Midland, Texas, because he took a
That's
job.
a big oil field area.
So, Midland's all oil, pretty much. If you don't work in the local stores, you're with oil. And so they lived there for 6 years, and then they're really cutting back, and all the people that are higher up getting close to retire, because he only had 2 more years before he fully retired. And so they gave him a benefit package that he couldn't refuse to retire early. So
I think that's what my ex did, because he went directional drilling for a while, and then now he works for the railroad. So,
yeah.
but after his stunt that happened over the weekend, I don't know if he's gonna have a railroad job anymore.
Yeah, the railroad jobs are just as good as the oil fields. That's for sure.
Yeah, BNSF is very strict about behaviors, in public and stuff like that. So, plus getting a DUI, he got a DUI, and then 4 days later he was arrested for the other thing. So, I don't know if he's going through some mental health problems or what, but
yeah. So
as long as he stays away from me, I don't care.
He's a little getting to figure out what he needs to do with himself, being home all day. So
it's hard for people that work in the oil field, even when they were, stacked out for, back many years ago when a lot of rigs stacked out and stuff.
Now it's home too.
Yeah, it's rough. So, and it's rough on wives and kids when they're home too, because it messes up our routine.
Well, it wasn't a good thing, but my sister ended up breaking her leg like super bad. So it was sort of a good thing that he retired, because now he had to be home for 24/7. And then because he retired, then they were like, well, why are they going to keep living in Midland? Because it's, they were there because of the job. So they decided to move back to where her son's at and the grandbabies. So between her surgery, within time she had her surgery, and they put their house up for sale and moved, it was all like 3 months. So, and of course he had to pack the house himself. He had to do everything because she was not allowed up at all. So him a busy man. And then of course now they moved there, and then now they're setting up their new house. So he's still busy, getting house in order, because she's still laid up, so, and now with Christmas coming, and with it, so he's thrilled though to be around the grandbabies. So, so
yeah,
I think
after Christmas I'm moving
the
downstairs.
grandbabies will keep him busy. So, because they love to ride dirt bikes and the whole 9 yards. So hopefully they'll get back into doing something together.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm moving after Christmas too.
My
neighbor that's down on the basement floor is moving, and hers is fully newly remodeled. The building I'm in isn't very old anyways, but the stairs and stuff are really hard. I have a fractured hip that they can't repair, and it's just rough, and loading a 2-year-old, it's hard. So I was on the list to get the next available one, and ironically, it's my neighbor downstairs. So, but here we have, if you call like our community college, we have a community college where the coaches make the teams do so much community service type stuff. So I'll just call them, and they'll help with like the heavy stuff. When I moved to this apartment, they actually had me packed in like the U-Haul and to the new place and unloaded in less than 3 hours.
Yeah, well, normally if he was still working, technically, if he was still working for Chevron, they normally will have packers that will come in and completely pack your house, load it, move it. You won't know. All you do is pack your bag that you need for of clothing to go wherever you're going to go while they pack everything up and move it for you.
Yep, just like the military.
Yeah, so
They have
this
people
guy
come in and
really had to do all the packing this time. So, and I was like, it's crazy that the benefits they got for working for Chevron. Like when they lived in Brentwood, the house didn't sell as fast as they had to move out to Midland. So Chevron just bought the house and put it up for sale for them.
wow.
Or, So I was like,
Wow.
well, that must be nice. So if your house don't sell within 3 months or whatever time you got to move, they'll just buy it and then they'll just put it up for what they bought it for to recoup their money.
That's cool. But you get some rest, Sassy, okay? And hopefully you start feeling better. I know what these flares are like. So chasing a 2-year-old around now, having one is not fun. Yeah. Just take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah, I will. All
All right.
Socks, I love you, Socks. And congrats again today, Socks. Yeah. I'll see you all later. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everyone.